Thank you all for coming together to recognize a giant in Puerto Rican history. Mothers, fathers, abuelas y abuelos from Puerto Rico to Holyoke, Massachusetts to Philly, Cleveland, Hawaii, New York City, donde sea, came out together in a time of need. He was always there when we needed him, and he will always be loved. He may be hated, he may be feared, but he was a man who taught many of us our way as a culture. We thought he would live forever, but nothing lasts forever. Join me in saying farewell to the one and only Cocotazo. His shoes are big to fill, but we must rally and vote for our new cultural pela giver. Who will be our new king of pelas? Or queen? Or, ¿cómo se llama la otra? Non-binary pela giver.
Parents, I know it was easiest to work with Cocotazo. He was always right there for you. But I've always been right here for you too. Just a slight bend away. You know, to make your lives easier, I'm going to offer all of you a lifetime supply of chancletas, so you always have me nearby. You can keep them in the car, in the kids' bedroom, in your room, even under the kitchen cabinets. And for my mamas and abuelas out there with bad knees and arthritis, don't worry, I'm coming out with a line for you. I got you.
¡Chancleta! ¡Chancleta! Yo, Chancleta, you getting soft on me? Yo, what's up with that?
It's 2021, darling. I had to update my image. My momagers said it's time to rebrand. So here I am, a friendlier chancleta. We evolve or we die. What? You think I want to be here with these sparkly chancletas? Or be doing this shit? These platform chancletas with arch support? No! I want the OG, dusty, worn out chancletas. But I can't roll up the way I used to anymore, or I'll get canceled. You know I have 3 million Twitter followers, right?
Yo, what's up, everybody? All right. I know you guys think that Chancleta's your girl, but next to Cocotazo, I mean, I've been around the longest. While Cocotazo did his thing, I was on the beach living a carefree life. But now I'm back, and I'm ready to get to work.
Correa came in with the hot fire! Fuego, 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 fuego. And what you came in with?
Welcome, everybody. My name is Mrs. Timeout. We shouldn't be celebrating the life of Mr. Tasso. He was bad, so very bad. And we don't need Mrs. Chancleta or Mr. Correa either. What we need to do is love on our children and accept them and love them for who they are. They need hugs and kisses and sometimes timeouts.
Time out? Time out? Look at time out. I don't even speak English.
Timeout is the best.
Timmy, honey, Mommy said no smoking and no more 40s. Now give these to Mommy.
I don't wanna.
Give me these. You know you can't have these with your medication.
Medication? Huh?
That's what she said.
Where did we go wrong? They used to love us. But now, we have to beg for our jobs back? I mean, Cocotazo had no finesse. There was no art to him. You couldn't even see him coming. But me, all you had to do was pull me out, and you would cause terror at the sight of me. And then, the anticipation. And then, the musical sound of La Correa in the air. And then, the cries of the children. The screaming of the mom. It was like a symphony.
I was like a bra, okay? Everyone had one. And now, with the stupid pandemic, no one wants to wear a bra anymore. They don't even wear shoes to their Zoom meetings. I am like a relic. I've aged before my time. I'll never be a star again.
Que llorona. Cry me a river. At least you have some street cred. Everyone makes fun of me. Timmy, sit. Oh, Timmy, let's talk about our feelings. Ooh, let's make green juice together, Timmy. Oh, let's go do hot yoga. Oh, this is bullshit. I respect you two. Your name alone commands fear. Me? I'm just a joke. No one respects me. Ay, Bobby. Why did you have to go? I loved you so much. Sure, I had to pretend with my bougie friends that I hated you. But I loved you so much. And I'm sorry, baby, that I never told Timmy that you were his real father. No one would understand.
Mommy?
No, mijo. No!
He's my father? Him? No wonder I never felt part of this family. No wonder I never felt good enough. Does Dad know?
Timmy, he must never know. He'll cut me and you out of the will. And then... I love you.
No, I love you more. Will you do me the honor of marrying me, Lydia?
Oh, yes! Yes, yes! 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 Timmy, I loved your father, but love only takes you so far. I wanted to give you a better life than I had. ¿Tú entiendes eso, nene? So I went to work for Mr. Timeout. And who was I? Una jíbara del campo. To turn down Mr. Timeout. He could give me everything. Almost.
Capitalista! I knew you were weak and you were not the one to lead us into the future. No te preocupes, no me des esa cara. Don't worry, because I'll be sure to let your husband know que le pegaste en los cuernos.
Yo, you remember the MC belt? That was my favorite. I mean, I could still do my job without the studs. But what genius thought studs and a belt? It was like peanut butter and jelly, like a match made in heaven. I was sporting with pride. But that was my last big moment. And then the 90s came and people started wearing saggy jeans. They had no use for me anymore.
Mira, ven acá. Pendeja number 1 y pendeja number 2. Te voy a decir esto para que sepan. Se van a recoger bien rapidito. Bien rapidito. If I had known that I was going to be left with you two little sniveling little pendejos, I would have gone down to the devil himself and have him resurrect Cocotazo. You think Coco put lotion on those knuckles all day? No. He had ashy knuckles because he did his job all day, every single day. He wasn't at the beach. He wasn't picking no piedra esa for his rhinestones or shit, whatever. He had one job. And he did that. Y ahora, my beloved Bofeta, she took herself out the game. Now she's at some ashram, tossing herself or getting in touch with herself. En verdad, yo no sé. Maldita sea. En verdad, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this generation. Pero one of you, or both of you, better triumph over timeout. Parents and guardians all over the world are counting on you. Mira, ¿me estás haciendo caso? Are you going to let us down?
No, señor, we will not let you down.
Mira. This right here is the future if you let us down.
Okay, shh. It's gonna be okay. Abuelo is such a dick. But it's okay, Papi, don't cry. It's gonna be okay.
No te preocupes, no me des esa cara. Don't worry, because I'll be sure to let your husband know que le pegaste a los cuernos.
Who did this abuelo.
Who did this?
Who did this to you?
Tell us, dígalo, no se quede callado, concho, le ven, tell us.
Una diabla. Un diablo. Non-binary. I'm cool, grandpa.
Silencio, he's gonna speak.
I am Cocotazo's rightful heir, and I will lead all Puerto Ricans into the future. Man, it was a tough day in the history of Puerto Rico. Cocotazo dead, Abuelo dead, Bofetao out the game. What future do we even have? I don't know, but it's looking kind of bright. Como dice Puerto Rico.
Good evening, familia. This is Ray Collazo, the founder of Bomba Live and the executive producer of Bomba Live original premiere of Death of Cocotazo. Thank you so much for joining us, family. Hope you're enjoying your summer. I know you're just catching your breath from what you just saw. That's something like you've never seen. It's really the Puerto Rican novella you've been waiting for your entire life. But don't go anywhere because we're about to interview the cast and crew of this really a historic piece of content that we put together and just add another layer of doing this in the pandemic and sort of the virtual space. Quite a task. Thank you so much for joining us. I know many of our Bomba Live team are watching and supporting this. As always, we really thank you. This is really the culmination of Bomba Live 2, the virtual Puerto Rican celebration that took place June 12th. But I know y'all want to be like, who are these people? Well, how did this come together? Let's bring on we're going to first start with some of the crew members, the leadership that brought this together. Then we'll bring on the cast in a second. I know some of your favorite Boricua social media all-stars, Funky Bacalao, Jersey Rica, D. Huertas, Senior Edison, Danito, Amanda, everybody, Zulai, who people are surprised in the chat, her role in this opus. So let's bring on the production crew first. The director of this incredible production, Rena Valentin, the writer, the real MVP. Come on, Evelise Rodriguez. and the producer Albert Garcia. Let's start with this.
Woo! Epa! Look at that.
You're on mute, Rena. You're on mute, Rena. Wow. Where do we begin? So I want to start with Evilise. I'm going to get to everybody. Again, we have cast members and others. I know people want to talk to Zulai. I know people know Zulai like, pero ¿qué eso, Zulai? So, and Miss Time Out and others that'll be joining us. Amanda, I see in the queue, such a big part of not only the cast, but of the crew. Evilise, I mean, look, I want to make sure we give you your flowers. You're one of America's most celebrated authors and writers, and then adding in one of the leading voices in the Puerto Rican diaspora around really chronicling our community. And when I approached you about bringing this idea to life, I mean, now for that conversation, one of those typical Ray conversations, all right, what does he want now things? For it to come to life, Evilise, just your reflections.
Yeah, you asked me and I said, oh, yeah, that's sure. That seems fun. I'll give it a try. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, wow, this is a terrible idea. I'm like, I can't write funny things. And I was trying to get out of it, but you wouldn't let me out of it. So we had all a great conversation about what the novella could be about. And from there, I was inspired and I knocked it out in maybe like 16, 18 hours of writing. And then I sat back and I was like, it's pretty funny. So it was really a great experience. It was so much fun. And it just allowed me to see that I can do things that I didn't think I could do.
Well, that's that's part of our ethos here, right? Pushing ourselves, and there's so much that needs to be created as it relates to telling our stories in our community. So this is just one step in that direction. So I turn to Rena Valentine. Rena, very celebrated in the New York arts community. We connected when she was part of a similar virtual sort of production related to No Pelo Malo, that wonderful message of the books that our dear friend Zulima Arzu Brown has written and produced on the little screen here. So Rena, when I approach you about this idea, thinking about not only putting together a distinct thing, a Puerto Rican novella, but also doing it virtually and doing it with a cast of talents, very talented people, but that are TikTok IG creatures, not from traditional theater as you are. So just share your thoughts about kind of the process here that we just went through.
Oh, we don't have the time.
Or the first thought. You can do that. Start there. The first thought.
Albert, you disappeared.
Oh my God.
I talked to my partner there, Albert, boy, because we were in the trenches together.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Oh gosh, I gotta tell you though, sitting back and observing and watching it now from the audience perspective, it was so worth it. It was so worth it. This was so much fun. And although it was a little like challenging in the beginning to shift the mindset into developing characters and understanding a certain level of discipline required and memorizing lines, and I pretty much the whole thing mounted itself almost like a boot camp. But I will say this cast is so special because they were so dedicated and so committed, and they're all so funny that it was just a pure delight to even go through whatever it is that we needed to get this done. And we're still getting it done.
It's incredible. Albert
is laughing because
I know.
We're on the back end and we're still like tweaking little things here and there.
I thought I had the final version. Apparently I didn't until about 6:47 today. So it's good. It's good. It's good. Plenty of time.
You can't rush greatness. You can't rush.
No
greatness.
question about it, Albert. I it's funny because you're my dear homie, compadre, and I didn't realize how much of this you were gonna, how much heart and soul you were gonna put into this project, and just your thoughts about now seeing it, for the first time aired for the public.
I think Rena says a lot. I mean, I think it's true. You have a special kind of casting. You always see these documentaries about how things get made and cast and stuff like that. But I think it's true, and I think it's really it's amazing when I think about this. We did this in such a short amount of time, and people came together really quickly. And I will say, like, when I walked in that first day, and folks I think I met like the week before, whatever, it's as if people had known each other for years. And I think part of that is a testament to the story. I think people really drew, they drew themselves to the script. I think people found themselves in that story. So it's a testament to Evelisa's words. But it literally was like, people had seen each other, and again, people still haven't seen each other like in person, right? Like there's people who just, continue to see each other virtually, and it's amazing. And it goes to show you that when you connect to something, that community can be virtual, right? And so I think that's what's kind of cool about it.
Evelisa, and we're going to bring on a few of the cast members in a second, but Evelisa, I wanted to ask you this question that, how was, you tell so many stories, and I encourage everyone to buy not only your latest book, Love War Stories, which, has been critically acclaimed and really speaks to so many different stories in the diaspora specifically. But to be able to take these stories that, in a lot of your work where you share a lot of pain around a lot of different things impacting our community, particularly the Puerto Rican women in our community. But this was you touched on a lot of those same themes, but in a very campy, funny, very Puerto Rican over the top kind of novella format. So how was it sharing around these same themes in a much different platform?
Well, I think it was really sort of the platform that struck me, in terms of it being like so collaborative. Obviously, when I write a short story, editor might edit it a little bit, but it's my short story. But here, really, what was neat about this medium was that Rena had a take on it, and as a director, she directed the actors in a certain way. Then Albert had a certain take on it, and then he, cut the novella in his own particular way, added music, etc. And so it's just really neat to have like a collaborative writing experience, which I don't think I've ever had. And so it was really like a relay race, and we were like passing the baton, and then just seeing it all come together. I was like, this is amazing. And I was like, oh, these people are kind of crazy too, whoever came up with it.
Pero no, and I'm so curious to hear, and we can put it in the chat. Your sister, our sister, Agnieszka Garcia, one of our great supporters, has been loving the show. Agnieszka, please put in the comments, and anyone, especially the non-Puerto Ricans watching, how I'm sure there's like, Dan, that's my crazy Puerto Rican neighbor again. Like, I know there's a lot of flashbacks. Please, people put what they related to in the chat. We could definitely mention. I do want to shout out before we bring on some of the cast members. I want to shout out the people watching on Instagram Live. Sabrina the Traveler said, amazing. When is the next one? I want to promote this. This is unbelievable. Thank you, Sabrina. Georgie Rican is watching as well. He's excited. D. La Boricua is watching. Bamboo Candles is watching, and there's a lot of interesting conversations. Dionelli, one of the family members, is supporting us on IG. So keep Grandma's 24/7. Wet Paint 1974. What a great handle, is watching as well. So let's bring on some of the other cast members. Amanda, who played, had a seminal, who stole a few scenes there, my friends. Amanda Rivera, and of course, the steel scene herself, Zulay Picarelli, EK, Mrs. Timeout. Unmute yourselves, people.
Sorry. It's so good to see you guys. Mwah, besos.
Wow. Where do we start?
You're not good.
Zulay, AKA Mrs. Timeout. So Zulay, when I thought of this character, don't take offense, I thought of you. I said someone that, maybe a first glance comes off almost too nice in a good way.
Oh, yes.
But then, there's a lot there. I'm, so Zulay, just when you were, why don't we start here, Zulay? When you read Mrs. Timeout in the script and realized you were going to have to play this, just share with us that thought process you went through.
Oh my goodness. Wow, Ibelis. Yo decía, qué escándalo. Oh my God. Wait a minute. What's happening? I thought it was really, what a tasty twist. It was a delicious twist to the story. And I hope people, like the interpretation. I know we did a lot of work with Rena when we were practicing, and really trying to memorize those lines so that Rena could work pulling out the character. But it was such a ton of fun, for me. But then, similar to what Ibeli said before, it really allowed me to see that I could do things that I'd never done before as well. And thank you so much, Ray, for that.
So Rena, when I described to you your team, this, what is it, that phrase, misfit toys, whatever it is. I said, well, you got a couple IG stars, you got a couple Instagram stars, and then I got somebody that doesn't show me she's really cool, and she sings, and she's really nice. She'll work hard. So talk to us about that process of, and one of the biggest, I know one of the things that really satisfies you is kind of the outcome of this as it relates to Zulai's performance, who I thought, again, did a fabulous job. So Rena, just tell us about that process of working with a very different cast that you're normally used to, and Zulai in particular.
I was really hard on Zulai, and it was because I knew what I could get out of her, but we had such a little bit of time to extract and get to a certain level that she already brought something about the character with her, just in her essence. And so really it was just a matter of just the discipline in not being afraid of the words, right? Because once you're memorizing lines, and what happens is one gets in their head, and then you don't feel like yourself, and then you're having an internal dialogue while you're actually presenting. I mean, and I was seeing all of this occur in Zulai as I got to know her in that short period of time. However,
right here.
What?
Right here. You would tell me.
What?
You could tell me, yeah, like right here. You could see it right here.
I know, but you were so generous with your time and so committed and so flexible that the end result was worth all of it. It was worth all of it. I mean, really, I got to tell you, my favorite scene of the entire thing is that dream sequence. The dream sequence. Ay, Dios mío, anytime I see it, I crack up just as hard.
Yes.
And meanwhile, that was just improvised.
That was a really great night. Yeah.
Yeah. And that, which I don't know if we share with everyone, but the young Cocotazo is her son. So, we've got an Oedipus Rex therapy session that she's probably going to have to try later.
Yeah, Jeremiah, feel free to bring him on if he's on. Again, a great job. I want to make sure we give some love to Jersey Rican, who's joined us. Jersey Rican, who's, this wouldn't have happened without him, brother, who came on one of our initial Bomba Live episodes as part of our Boricua social media all-stars. And when we approached him in Funky Bacalao, who I hope can join us later, this couldn't have happened without those two. So I want to give you your love, Jersey. And so Jersey, brother, jump right in here, brother. I mean, we give you a tough task. You had to be the bad guy, but you had to be kind of likable at the same time. So talk to us, bye.
First of all, good evening to everybody. Thanks for, seeing the premiere of Death of Cocotazo. I loved working on it, being part of the team. Because those that know me, that have been following me for a few years or whatever, know I do skits and TikToks, but this is, to me, I think, the actual, first legit, real, script that I've ever, with a director and everything, and somebody, right? Usually we just go, how do you say? We just go with the flow. Y ya, lo que salga de la boca sale y ya. But I never had a script, never had somebody, coaching me, and it was a really fun and cool experience, and I definitely want to do it again.
Jersey, I want to get back to you, but Amanda's been here, and Amanda, so I don't know if you were the last person, you're like one of the last cast members, but initially you reached out because you wanted to volunteer, and you did a great job working with us as well as an assistant producer for Bomba Live 2, which took place June 12th, and we're going to be re-releasing it in segments in the coming days on our YouTube page. But then you got looped in not only to be a production assistant on Death of Cocotazo, but then you got to be a cast member. So share with us you went from 0 to 60 real quick, girl.
I know, and everybody was already 3 weeks in, so I was the new kid on the block, but it was awesome. Everybody was so nice, and it was just an awesome. I didn't expect to be in it at all, you know. So I just thought I would help, you know, in the cast if they needed me. But so it was really nice that, you know, Rena and El threw me in there and gave me a little part, and it was so much fun. It was nice to be a part of, and it's like unreal to watch it finally. It just came together really well.
What's I mean, just watching it in this setting for the first time, you obviously knew the script and you probably saw most of it being filmed, but what was the feel? What were your thoughts as you were watching it all come together?
Like, it just is always a great feeling to watch something, like watch the whole. I felt like privileged to see the whole process from, you know, almost like the beginning to the end. And, you know, like you said that you know, reading a script, never read a script before, and so it was nice seeing that, and that now seeing it all as one piece. It's like amazing. It you know, it looked flawless. You know, nobody would even know how many weeks and everybody all the time that people put into it. So it looks great.
And the fact doing it remotely, Rena, we didn't even talk much about that, but you had people in Puerto Rico, Florida. People got real lives, JOBs. I know Jersey's a hardworking brother. Dean, I mean, the ladies were working on multiple projects. So talk to us about the challenge of not only building, you know, producing it, but just building a team virtually that way.
Yeah, but this is what I mean about like the whole process. The fact that everybody was so committed made it made it look flawless, right? Because initially, as you know, we had set schedules and it needed to be somewhat flexible because of people's regular jobs. And then there was the individualized attention that each character needed in order for it to come together. So there was additional time invested on everyone's behalf, especially mine. I mean, I lived, breathed, and everything was Death of Cocotazo for like an entire month. I mean, that was my life. It was Death of Cocotazo because I was just determined to get everybody to match each other. And I do want to say, Amanda, that one scene of you eating the popcorn from the below.
Oh my God, that kills me.
Scene stealer.
That's a killer right there.
I couldn't help but laugh at myself. And my wife watches. She goes, "Look how stupid you look. It's great." Like, she loved it.
I want to get on stage. We have a very special guest, and I know Funky Bacalao is trying to get into we're having a technical dish. She's going to get in a second, but someone that I don't think any of you have met. Maybe you've seen him on the show, but a Latin music legend. Literally was in Fania as a teenager, and has won Grammys, been part of movie soundtracks, and just blessed us with allowing his music from his latest album, Chapter 10 Breaking Cover, to be the soundtrack of Death of Cocotazo. I want to bring onto the stage the legendary Papo Vasquez. Papo, buenas noches, hermano.
Hello, you guys hear me?
Oh, wonderful, perfect.
Yeah.
Now, only legends here, only legends. So, Papo, I'm gonna bring Ivelisse out because I know Ivelisse is a Latin music nut. I know she knows Papo. So Papo, so Papo, your music has been part of big Hollywood productions. You've worked with everybody, brother. I mean, the list is on and on. He played right at the steps of Bronx City Hall recently. The band leader for the New York Puerto Rican Parade. The accolades are numerous. But brother, the soundtrack for your latest album, to be part of this Puerto Rican novella, brother. Just share your thoughts about seeing your music be part of this production.
No, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you guys even including me in this thing. You know, I mean, I saw what you sent me a couple of times, and it's like something in my was percolating in my mind and in my subconscious mind is that okay, Cocotazo, me enseñó la chancleta, you know, was it abuelo, right? Abuelo, Correa.
Sí.
I said, okay, está bien. Now, in my humble opinion, this is it's a marvelous thing because culturally we're there's something that we're saving something for the future generations. We gotta keep our culture alive. So this is real important. Chancleta, the whole lingo, that's part of our culture. Now I'm gonna chimney in a little bit over here. I'm not part of the production team and all that stuff. But my question is this. Who killed Cocotazo?
Ooh, ¿quién mató? Well,
No.
No.
I have,
Feel free.
I have an idea. I have an idea that el que mató a Cocotazo se llama Bimbazo. You know what? Yeah. So if it wasn't Bimbazo, it could have been Burunazo.
Ay, Dios mío. Well, all we can say is this. Ultimately, that comes from the mind of the writer here, Ivelisse Rodriguez. Ivelisse, obviously, you're not going to spoil it, but what's your reaction?
I'm sorry, but
your response to Papo's? Because hey, look, we're all thinking about it. We're all thinking about it. And what does Cocotazo look like as an adult? We know how he looks like as a young boy. So yeah, Ivelisse, what's your official response?
I don't know who killed Cocotazo.
Ivelisse, for the Death of Cocotazo Part 2, you create a new character called Bimbazo. He got big gloves.
That sounds like the perfect opponent. So yeah.
¿Quién mató a Cocotazo? Bimbazo, boom, 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 boom.
Ay, Dios mío. Zulay, you're a music person, Zulay. Just I know Papo's music and his artistry just fit so well in, Zulay. I know as a lover of Latin music and a singer and entertainer yourself, I know it meant a lot to have someone of his levels of artistry be part of this.
No, thank you so much for.
You're on mute, Zulay. I'm sorry. Zulay's on mute.
Sí, Papo, y tú sabes que yo me ponía a pensar durante toda la producción de la novela, yo decía, caramba, si a mí se me ocurriera, no sé, alguna letra, alguna canción, pensando en las tundas que nos daban nuestros papás. Papo, you have to do some sort of mastermind so you can teach us regular people the basics of starting to write music and, you know.
I already gave Ivelisse an idea that she got a character called Bimbazo.
El Bimbazo, claro que sí, claro que sí.
Bimbazo está Burunazo. But yes, that's a very, very, very good idea. Todo con tiempo se puede hacer, Zulay.
Jersey, Papo puts a very. I'm sorry, Zulay, you were saying.
No, go ahead, continue, please.
No, I'm just saying, Jersey. Papo brings up puts something on the table. Is that what's next? So when you were thinking about putting this together, did you think about what? How could I take this character moving forward? Because I know it gives you because you kind of have in your own work like ongoing characters. You play your mom, you play, certain types of cats. So just thinking about how does this make you think about your art moving forward, Jersey?
I mean, it has me more excited. Like, I really want to find out who killed Cocotazo too. I mean, if Correa did the dirty job, hey, make a prequel. Vamos para allá. You know what I'm saying? Let's be more creative, man. Make it more, more intense. Porque esta vaina estaba intense. Let me tell you, the way I saw it come together con la musiquita y todo eso, I'm like, dang, this could be on a big screen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so imagine if you do a prequel or even a sequel, like explaining, because I always wonder who was Cocotazo, who played him. But it was a great experience. It makes me want to take my craft even more serious. And man, a great team doing this. And the thing I can say is, let's see what other doors open up for all of us.
Well, one of my other favorite scenes, I gotta say, is you on the beach. That one moment where you're like, you did such a great job. You all did such a great job. I'm over here like a proud mama because all the work that you guys put into it. You see what you did. It was amazing. It really was. It was amazing. I was laughing the whole time.
Nah, I was too. I was commenting to the viewers too. To like hyping them up too. It was dope. It was dope. Yo me morí la risa un par de veces también.
That's hilarious. Amanda, other thoughts you may have. I mean, just being part of this whole Bomba Live experience, and you're a aspiring screenwriter as well. So, just what kind of inspiration did you get out of this production?
So much inspiration from every single person involved. Everybody really did give everything they had to the production of this little show. So I mean, it was amazing. So hopefully we can all work together. Like, said, like, you know, who knows what doors this opens up for us next. And hopefully we're all together again for the project. And
Rena, I'm going to step off the stage for a second. I want you to moderate the next few minutes because I want you to talk to your cast and obviously Papo as well, who's a big part of the family here and was a big part of the production. Because I'm sure you have some questions or thoughts you wanted to share with folks publicly. This was quite an undertaking, and I just want to thank you all publicly. I mean, I'm going to be here, but you know, before I forget, because you know, y'all put so much time into it and a lot of faith. Honestly, you know, I've never put anything like this together. A lot of us, this was the first, even if people experienced in the arts. And you know, I just want to thank everyone for being a part of it and taking that leap with me. And what came out of it, I couldn't have expected. And I know we're trying to get Funky on, but I want to make sure we continue to give her kudos because what came out of interview that one of my co-hosts on Bumble, Christina Vega, asked Funky Bacalao, what's a bucket list project you want to work on? She says, I want to be in a novella. And so from that idea sparked these conversations and the production. So Rena, the stage is yours with your team, and
Okay,
want to
but
give
before you go, I want to acknowledge you for trusting me, for just putting it in my hands and saying, Rena, do what you do, and just letting me do it. I mean, because really, that trust it spoke volumes, and the fact that the team just came together and there was just this amazing synergy, like you said, of knowing each other. Meanwhile, the reality is none of us have ever met each other in person. And as for that matter, some of us never met each other prior to the experience. Like, the only person I knew was Ray. And somehow Albert and I, we just blended like we've been working together for years. And then Ivelisse, with her writing and trusting that whatever I was adding in or, you know, improvising and or cutting, she was with it, and there was just this wonderful open line communication that allowed for it to evolve into what we just experienced, and it really all goes back to you, Ray, because this at the end of the day was your vision.
Thank you. No, definitely a bucket list moment to work with all of you on something. And like I said, I'm just going to be in the chat. We're trying to get Funky on, so I'm going to see if LB needs some help with the tech. So stay right there. I'll be right back, but I want Rena to see maybe if you have a question for Papo or anyone else on the team.
Yeah, well, Papo I interviewed him on my show. I got some nice.
I know. But guys, listen, I gotta go because I've been out all day, and I finally got home about 45 minutes ago, and I want to get something to eat. All right, guys.
Well, we appreciate you for making.
Congratulations. It was a nice.
Thank you for making the time to be with us.
No.
Thank
you.
My pleasure. Listen, congratulations. You guys did a marvelous job. And I'm waiting for part 2. Okay, you Elise?
Thank you for blessing us with your music, Papo. Thank you.
Rina, se cuidan. Mucha suerte.
Ciao.
Thank you. So, you guys. All right, you already know all the trials and tribulations we went through to get this up, and obviously, as you can see, I'm a bit of a meticulous person. Albert and I were going back and forth from the time that we had those technical issues, and I know some of you may have been somewhat a little disappointed, but having experienced what we just went through, right, all the way up until tonight. Where do you stand in your energy field right now?
Who's going first?
Whoever wants to go first, because I was really tough on you guys. I was tough, right? And I there was a lot of tough love, and you all took it. And I'm for me, I'm super flattered that you all got me and reciprocated what it is that I was trying to extract from each of you, and just to see this wonderful painting come together and be this beautiful work of art. I'm in awe, and I just want to hear how you're sitting in it.
Dale, So for me, I wanted to, first of all, aprovechar cada momento, porque no es todo el tiempo que uno tiene la oportunidad de trabajar con mira, gente tan talentosa como Rina y como Ibeliz y ser dirigido. So I wanted to take the opportunity, of course, for me as a learning opportunity, but because we were in such great hands. Rina, you keep saying, I was so hard on you. I want you to know that.
Oh no, you
Because
gotta
I
repeat
felt
that.
that
No. I want to know. You got to start from. I want to know.
no, when you would say to me, I've been really hard on you. I know I've been hard on you. I never felt that. Because it's like I appreciated that when we got on, Rena said, we are respecting people's time. This is what we're doing today. This is what we're working on. And that's kind of like how I like to work. It's like, this is what I'm expecting. This is what I'm bringing to the table. Like this is the time that we've set aside to work on this together. And I really appreciated it. I live in Philadelphia. I don't have a ton of family around. And I honestly really look for these opportunities where I'm a part of a community and part of a family. So I thank you so much for that.
And we thank you for bringing the
Be
sunshine.
hard on me. Be hard on me. I think I can take it.
Yeah, okay. But you always brought the sunshine, Sulai, and you still are.
Thank you.
Look how beautiful you look today.
Thank you.
Yeah. You want to go next, Jersey Rican?
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much said everything. Well, not maybe everything, but like I said, I enjoyed the experience. I didn't took it as you being hard on me, because at the end of the day, we had to get this done. I took it like a job, like especially since like I said before, I do videos, so it's like if I don't like a certain scene, then I'll make myself do it again. And me and Funky, we have this como se dice, this three-time rule. Job by the third time, we should already get it. Sometimes we get it at the first try. So I didn't mind doing it over and over and over, especially when I myself knew that I could do it better. It's just that sometimes we get kind of nervous, especially when we have a director. Like, damn, like, coño, me va a dar con la chancleta misma ella, no sé,
It's a good thing we weren't in person, right?
I know, right? Es capaz que me meto una bofetada.
No, but I wanna give you a shout out, just for the simple fact that yours was a heavily choreographed piece, right? And so while the audience may not know that, I was giving you counts, and you somehow were able to absorb it, and I found that to be really admirable, because if you're not getting what I'm saying, like every single move he made was choreographed. The whipping of the belt, the moving this way. It was like all counted to match a certain word, and it needed to look natural. However, we had to count it in order, and again, as you all know, we didn't have very much time to rehearse. I mean, even though we did put a lot of time into it. And so for me, that was something that I really did not overlook, and I really want to acknowledge you for, really.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And it's crazy how we all did this virtually and we somehow fed off each other's energy. Imagine if it would have been in person. You know what I'm saying? The same room. That's hubiera sido, no sé, algo sobrenatural. No sé. It's just crazy. The way we fed off each other's energy, and it came out good. I'm not even going to lie. It came out good. I'm happy with it. All thanks to you guys, though. Amazing team. And we got to repeat it.
Good. I'm glad you're happy, and it's really thanks to all of us, because it really took all of us in order to make that happen. Really, really. And you, Amanda, because Amanda wore multiple hats as well, and I just love the fact that she just got the way I give orders, right? Because I was like, Amanda, you got to tell them this, you got to tell them that, you got to tell them this, right? Because she was the one giving you what I was feeding her, and she was able somehow, miraculously, without us even knowing each other, to just grasp every single note that I gave her and feed it to you guys. And again, just the whole dynamic of working virtually, working through WhatsApp, having different WhatsApp groups, one for the crew, one for the cast. I mean, there was a lot of components, a lot of moving pieces that really had to work synergetically in order for us to just get to this final product that was a little delayed, and that's the other part. My apologies on behalf of the Bomba Live for it not being mounted the way we had anticipated it would be mounted, and technical, it not really being where I wanted it to be. It took us a little longer to premiere it, but as far as I'm concerned, it was worth the wait.
Definitely was worth the wait for sure.
So Amanda, yeah, I started talking and bringing you in, and then I went on. But really, this was just because you came in, and I'm saying this because there was a level of feeling safe that you brought to the table. In order for me to do what I was doing, I needed you to handle that the same way I needed Albert to handle what he was handling, and so it became this unit of like, oh my gosh, we've never met each other, but we got each other like this. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I'm just grateful for the whole experience. And I think you were just such a strong communicator that you made it easy to kind of like dish out and tell everybody where they needed to be. And so, if you weren't such a clear, concise thinker and communicator, that all of this would have fell apart. So, I'm grateful for you for seeing something in all of us and bringing the best out of all of us. I really felt safe with you and Albert, and you guys were just so easy to work with. And, I just can't wait for part 2.
I want to give Amanda a special shout out because she really dove into it and had like 3 or 4 different hats. Including being my therapist on the day of Bomba Life too. So, I think you deserve a certification from medical school that day because I was a little loco. But no, all jokes aside, you big part of the family. We connected very quickly and a lot of synergy with us. And so, and as Evilise can attest, I don't go away. Like once you're friends of ours, like we just stick around for a long time. So we're going to support you 100% your endeavors. So I want to make sure Evilise Rodriguez got a chance to say some final words, and Rena, of course, you and the rest of the group, any final words? And then what I want to do just to, because there's people texting and I missed it. Like I'm going to replay it to wrap this up. Funky Bacalao also is trying to get on. So if we can get her on, we'll get her thoughts after the second airing. But Evilise is the writer, again, someone that, if the only thing that comes out of this project is you get the proper recognition for the canon you've already written and what you're going to continue to write and the stories you're going to tell in our community, it's well worth it. So just any thoughts about, this project coming to life? It's a lot of fun.
It was so much fun. Writing can usually be very intense and frustrating, but it was such a fun experience that sort of reminded me what writing is supposed to be. And then I think everybody did such a wonderful job. I was there at the first 2 interviews, and I was like, ooh. And, y'all did amazing in a short amount of time. Like I could not believe it. So it was amazing. And you guys worked so fast. So I can't thank you enough. And congratulations to all of you. Really, you did a fantastic job.
No doubt.
Thank you.
No doubt. Fantastic. Reen, any final thoughts, and then we'll share it out again, and if Funky's able to jump on, we'll hear from her at the end.
Evilise meant what she meant was that she was there for the first 2 rehearsals, not interviews. Just to clear it up, it's okay, and I'm going to share the good news of what we're doing, Evilise, because I feel that Evilise and I there was just this magical spark that occurred between us, right? Because even though she wasn't there present for the rehearsals, I was asking her permission about a lot of things as we were moving forward because I wanted to honor what she had written on paper. And the way we were feeding each other, I already knew that this was like, forget it. This was only the beginning of something new and something continuous. So I will be presenting a really big event at Lincoln Center, and it's called Sancocho, and I have hired Evilise to be my co-writer.
Great Bomba Live moment. I love how I find out about things. on the show. That's why I come on, so I can learn about stuff. That's awesome.
We
That
just
is
talked this week about it. So.
It just
That is
started this
awesome.
week.
Y se llama sancocho. Chévere. That's wonderful. And we can actually go to this. Like, hopefully, the Delta variant will not prevent us from seeing all each other. That's wonderful.
It's actually it's going to be at the Damrosch Park, which is a really big presenting venue. It's outdoors, and it's going to be at 8:00 at night. We're still figuring out whether it's going to be September 15th or the 16th, but it's definitely happening.
You got to keep us posted.
Yes.
No, we'll promote. Obviously, here we'll promote it as much as we can, and that's all. That's wonderful news. I'm glad.
Well,
love to see friends work together and collaborate.
I'm
well,
going.
that's
I'm only.
yeah.
I'm
I
going.
was gonna say I might have to take a flight out there then, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna do something there. That'd be great to have the reunion there. This is wonderful. This is so wonderful. Well, that's great news. Way to cap this segment. And what we're gonna do is I don't know. They're saying Funky is there, but I don't see her. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm missing her, but I don't see her backstage. So sorry for the technical glitches. But if Funky's not able to join us, we'll do another session with her. And I know her fans, and I want to get her reflection. She was the brainchild of this as much as anyone. So just want to thank again Rena, our director, Amanda, assistant production assistant, Zulai Picarelli, Steel Senior, Mrs. Timeout, a lot going on there. Evelise Rodriguez, our scribe, just an incredible writer, and Jersey brother. You know, you're my man. I mean, you stepped it up, and I love to see. I think, and I shared this with you, brother, that I don't think you realize how much is there because you have such a distinct niche in our artist world that I think you need to keep doing this, brother. And you represent a lot of us out there, a lot of fellas out there that bring your perspective and your flavor, and it's so important you keep doing your thing, man. I wanted to share that with you. And Funky Bacalao, the rest of the cast, I know everybody's busy. I know Dean Huertos, I think, was working. He was watching and giving us love on Instagram. Singer Edison, what a talent that young man is. One of the big social media stars in our space. Danito, like another person that literally reached out and said, you got to find me something to do on there. I'll scream, I'll cry, I don't care. Danito, and I didn't realize I've been following him as also a great singer and a great, in Christian music and touring the country. And what a talented young man that is. And we're going to continue to support him. He's got a lot in the tank, that guy. I mean, so much. And just everybody, just the whole Bumba Live family, so many supporters. And if I missed names, I apologize. But so we're going to watch it again. Please share this out. They're going to be able to watch people that missed the first part of the show, the full 20 minutes, the full debut of Cocotazo. We're going to re-air. And maybe we'll come back with Funky to say goodbye. But thank you all so much. You're the best. The only thing I can promise is we're going to make every effort to continue to work together. And Papo said maybe one day we'll find out. ¿Quién mató Cocotazo? Wow, that would be something. That would be something. Y'all are incredible. Thank you so much for your time, your care to this, and enjoy again the airing, the replay of Death of Cocotazo.
Yay!
Thank you all for coming together to recognize a giant in Puerto Rican history. Mothers, fathers, abuelas y abuelos from Puerto Rico to Holyoke, Massachusetts to Philly, Cleveland, Hawaii, New York City, donde sea, came out together in a time of need. He was always there when we needed him, and he will always be loved. He may be hated, he may be feared, but he was a man who taught many of us our way as a culture. We thought he would live forever, but nothing lasts forever. Join me in saying farewell to the one and only Cocotazo. His shoes are big to fill, but we must rally and vote for our new cultural Pela giver. Who will be our new king of Pelas? or queen, or ¿cómo se llama la otra? Non-binary Pela Giver.
Parents, I know it was easiest to work with Cocotazo. He was always right there for you. But I've always been right here for you too. Just a slight bend away. You know, to make your lives easier, I'm going to offer all of you a lifetime supply of chancletas. So you always have me nearby. You can keep them in the car, in the kids' bedroom, in your room, even under the kitchen cabinet. And for my mamas and abuelas out there with bad knees and arthritis, don't worry, I'm coming out with a line for you. I got you. Chancleta! Chancleta!
Chancleta, 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 chancleta.
Yo, Chancleta, you getting soft on me? Yo, what's up with that? It's 2021, darling. I had to update my image. My momagers said it's time to rebrand. So here I am, a friendlier Chancleta. We evolve or we die. What? You think I want to be here with these sparkly chancletas? Or be jeweled this shit? These platform chancletas with arch support? No! I want the OG, dusty, worn out chancletas. But I can't roll up the way I used to anymore, or I'll get canceled. You know I have 3 million Twitter followers, right?
Yo, what's up, everybody? All right, all right, all right. I know you guys think that Chancleta's your girl, but next to Cocotazo, I mean, been around the longest. While Cocotazo did his thing, I was on the beach living a carefree life. But now I'm back, and I'm ready to get to work.
Correa came in with the hot fire! Fuego, 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 fuego. And what you came in with?
Welcome, everybody. My name is Mrs. Timeout. We shouldn't be celebrating the life of Mr. Dasso. He was bad, so very bad. And we don't need Mrs. Chancleta or Mr. Correa either. What we need to do is love on our children and accept them and love them for who they are. They need hugs and kisses and sometimes time outs.
Time out? Time out? ¿Qué es lo que time out? I don't even speak English.
Timeout is the best.
Timmy, honey, mommy said no smoking and no more 40s. Now give these to mommy.
I don't wanna.
Give me these. You know you can't have these with your medication.
Medication?
Huh?
That's what she said.
Where did we go wrong? They used to love us, but now we have to beg for our jobs back? I mean, Cocotazo had no finesse. There was no art to him. You couldn't even see him coming. But me, all you had to do was pull me out, and you would cause terror at the sight of me. And then the anticipation. And then the musical sound of La Correa in the air. And then the cries of the children. The screaming of the mom. It was like a symphony.
I was like a bra, okay? Everyone had one. And now, with the stupid pandemic, no one wants to wear a bra anymore. They don't even wear shoes to their Zoom meetings. I am like a relic. I've aged before my time. I'll never be a star again.
Que llorona, cry me a river. At least you have some street cred. Everyone makes fun of me. Timmy, sit. Oh, Timmy, let's talk about our feelings. Ooh, let's make green juice together, Timmy. Oh, let's go do hot yoga. This is bullshit. I respect you two. Your name alone commands fear. Me? I'm just a joke. No one respects me. Ay, papi. Why did you have to go? I loved you so much. Sure, I had to pretend with my bougie friends that I hated you. But I loved you so much. And I'm sorry, baby, that I never told Timmy that you were his real father. No one would understand.
Mommy?
No, mijo, no!
He's my father? Him? No wonder I never felt part of this family. No wonder I never felt good enough. Does Dad know?
Timmy, he must never know. He'll cut me and you out of the will. And then... I love you.
No, I love you more. Will you do me the honor of marrying me, Lydia?
Oh, yes! Yes, yes! 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 Timmy, I loved your father, but love only takes you so far. I wanted to give you a better life than I had. ¿Tú entiendes eso, nene? So I went to work for Mr. Timeout. And who was I? Una jíbara del campo. To turn down Mr. Timeout. He could give me everything. Almost.
Capitalista! I knew you were weak and you were not the one to lead us into the future. No te preocupes, no me des esa cara. Don't worry, because I'll be sure to let your husband know que le pegaste en los cuernos.
Yo, you remember the MC belt? That was my favorite. I mean, I could still do my job without the studs. But what genius thought studs and a belt? It was like peanut butter and jelly, like a match made in heaven. I was sporting with pride. But that was my last big moment. And then the 90s came and people started wearing saggy jeans. They had no use for me anymore.
Mira, ven acá. Pendeja number 1 y pendeja number 2. Te voy a decir esto para que sepan. Se van a recoger bien rapidito. If I had known that I was going to be left with you two little sniveling little pendejos, I would have gone down to the devil himself and have him resurrect Cocotazo. You think Coco put lotion on those knuckles all day? No, he had ashy knuckles because he did his job all day, every single day. He wasn't at the beach. He wasn't picking no piedra esa for his rhinestones or shit, whatever. He had one job, and he did that. Y ahora, my beloved Bofeta, she took herself out the game. Now she's at some ashram, tossing herself or getting in touch with herself. En verdad, yo no sé. Maldita sea. En verdad, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this generation. Pero one of you, or both of you, better triumph over time out. Parents and guardians all over the world are counting on you. ¿Verdad? ¿Me estás haciendo caso? Are you going to let us down?
No, señor, we will not let you down.
Mira. This right here is the future if you let us down.
Okay, shh. It's gonna be okay. Abuelo is such a dick. But it's okay, Papi, don't cry. It's gonna be okay.
No te preocupes, no me des esa cara. Don't worry, because I'll be sure to let your husband know que le pegaste en los cuernos.
Who did this to you, abuelo?
Who did this?
Who did this to you?
Tell us, díganos, no se quede callado, concho, le ven, tell us.
No, diablo. Un diablo. Non-binary. Vamos con el grandpa.
Silencio, he's gonna speak.
I am Cocotazo's rightful heir, and I will lead all Puerto Ricans into the future.
Man, it was a tough day in the history of Puerto Rico. Cocotazo dead, Abuelo dead, Bofeta out the game. What future do we even have? I don't know.
but it's looking kind of bright. Como dice Puerto Rico.